Good evening and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Golden Lap. We're on for another race here today, the 5th race of Season 2, and we're going to Spain. Alright, we're going to Spain. We're currently sitting 4th in the team standings. Let's take a look at that. We are, however, only 5 points away from Chapman, who are just ahead of us in what I believe is the Lotus kind of equivalent. With those colours, it looks like Lotus. And we've kind of got what looks like McLaren, or at least modern McLaren, or maybe that's the old modern, I don't even know. Ferrari, a couple of others. I mean, Williams must be in there somewhere as one of them. But we are in 5th in the drivers, which is quite something. And that's because we've got Vitali above 2 Ezzolinis because of the... is it Moretti who had to miss a race? I think it was. It was Moretti, I think, who had to miss a race from well, having a bad crash, getting injured basically. Oh, look at that. Dry, it's narrow. Qualifying is very important. Okay, let's go. Let's send him out straight away with you on the soft tires. Quadruple that speed as they head on out. Oh no, I haven't even sent them. There we go, send out. I was like, we're not the burgundy colour. What's going on? Because I didn't send them out. There you go. They'll go and put in some laps. We probably won't get any purple sectors, but of course, to start, we will get some green sectors. It's very nice. Moretti looks like he's going to go to the top, and he did. And we're in 6th and 16th, which is not ideal. Let's tune up. Vitali having a bit of a... Not a great performance, really. Oh, 5 and a 6 and a 3 and a 4. That's good. Another 5 and a 6. Wow. We will take that. 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 3, 1 and a 3, and that is that. I've left 1 in the bank. Never mind. Well, another 5 and a 6 in there, and again, I've left 1 in the bank, but that's all right. I wonder if you do keep those for the next round. I need to send them out. Here they go. So we'll probably get maybe 4 or 5 laps to try and tune up the cars. At the moment, we're very much unknown where we are, but the higher we can finish with green sectors, the better. We are going to go 4th and 9th equivalents, and Vitali's got himself in order there, got himself higher up, tuning up. Here we go. 5 and 15, that's pretty good. 2 and 4, 2 and 5, 4 and 10. Oh, I only got 5 off of that. Not great. And I guess... well, it wasn't a waste. That's okay. Soft tires again, I think, is the only answer here. Look at that. I mean, with 5 seconds off Moretti, he is just so far ahead. It's unfair. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 2 and 5. That's it. Okay, out you go. Let's go get this next lap in, hopefully without so much of a gap this time. I definitely wasted a little bit of time this session, but it's no big deal. No big deal. We'll get to the... we'll get as high as we possibly can during this qualifying session. We're getting green sectors at the moment. Will it push us up? 5th and 6th. There we go. Good. And we've been knocked to 7th and 8th. Whoa. But we are very close to Maldonado and Laframboise. So we potentially... we could get there. Okay, another lap. Send them out straight away and then tune up. Nice, nice. Just 1 left. Okay. Go. Times 4 again, please. Oh, send them out. Send them out. I've wasted a bit of time there. Dang it. I do hope we still get the lap in that we want with Romano, because I've wasted a bit of time there. Okay, we've got green sectors. Vitali's gone up to 5th again, and Romano, however, cannot get, and then Maldonado takes that position back anyway. Okay, next up. That was a combo and a half there. Okay. Go, go, go. Going to come into the pits and we're going to tune you up straight away. Romano's looking to kind of bridge that gap a little bit. Wow, everything is quite significantly low here, so I'm going to have to start taking some risky ones. There we go, that was good. That was actually pretty good. We got a golden on the chassis of Romano, which is nice. Are we going to get another lap out of them? I don't know. We're probably going to get another lap out of Vitali, who is flying lap right now. Green sectors again. Up to 6th. Very nice. Now, Romano, can you join the party? Green sectors, only up to 11th. Isn't ideal. Can we get that extra lap in there? Okay. Perfect. Got to take the risks here. It's not coming off. It's not coming off. So Vitali will not get the perfect golden tune that we're after. To be fair, we might get it with... There we go. And that's that. Okay, so we get 2 out of 3 with Romano, but only 1 out of 3 with Vitali, which isn't ideal. Nonetheless, qualifying will finish in just a second, so it doesn't even look like Romano will get that lap. Anywho, but that means 7th and 12th. No, 4th. Vitali's gone up to 4th. Managed to get the lap in, or get the lap started. That's a good... Is that our best qualifying? I don't know if it is. It's been a while since we played, but even then, we are so far off the Etalinis. You've got to hope that their reliability or something kind of knocks them out. Okay, so once again, Vitali, you're going to chill on a different strategy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go. Times 2 as the lights go out and we are racing. Vitali in 4th, up to 3rd, which is very nice because Levi Mack has had a real bad start and has actually dropped all the way to 5th, back to 4th, and will inevitably take that position back from us. That's not worrying. We're not really racing the Etalinis. We've got to know that. We're aware of that. We are trying to get 5th or, if we can, 3rd and 4th, but the LeBrons are very... Well, they're going to be difficult to beat. We know that. That's not a problem. 7 laps left. Loads of fuel. We've got 68 laps. That is pretty monstrous. That's a lot of laps. Okay. I'm just going to try and extend that stint with Romano. I know they're down in 19th, but as the positions do start to... Down in 20th. Oh my word. Romano... See if you can get some positions back. Vitali in 4th is looking really good. The gap is quite significant. So 4th, we're currently sitting pretty there. Let's just move that down a tad. There we go. Oh, no, there we go. Popped back, but that's fine. Up into 19th. Well done, Romano. Now just chill out again. And if Romano drops to 20th, which may happen, it may not, we just keep going. But Vitali at the moment in 4th is right on Ryan's gearbox here. I reckon there's an overtake. Well, there's a potential overtake here. 1.3, 1.5, 1.3. Has dropped a little bit. Must have made a mistake in a corner or something. Never mind. In a good position though right now. We are going to have to pit, and I'm going to say we're probably going to pit. Let's say lap 18. Yes, I think lap 18 is when we'll bring Vitali in. Maybe even swap to the mediums, try and stretch out, and then go back to the soft at the end of the race. Romano is slightly different, where we're just going for extending those stops and trying to make up positions elsewhere. Let's burn again and see if Romano can move up the field a little bit further. Up into 18th now, so that does show we've got the performance. We know we've got the performance over those teams below us. Of course we do. But it's whether or not we can consistently take advantage of that on track as well and make the overtakes, which at the moment Romano is doing. Is up to 16th now and is closing in. Let's calm it down. Let's calm it down. We're not really panicking here. Difference is... Oh, Romano's dropped back to 17th, but that's okay. Okay, lap 14 now. And I mean, Vitali's still right on Ryan's gearbox. And now moves forward, and now I will pit. Go to the medium, which... Oh, we go to the hard instead. I think that's probably a little bit better. We'll go to the hard tyre. Okay. Let's go again, Romano. Up into 16, so made that place back, and I didn't even spot it. And now has an opportunity to go over Rodriguez. In fact, Von Heim has come into the pits. That's what's actually done it. Okay, now Vitali's just going to try and extend his tyres. Not all the way to the end. I think we would lose too much lap time if we tried to extend it, because that's a lot of laps. In fact, that's almost 10 laps. Let's speed this up again. Romano's in 14th now. And calm it down, and also calm that down, and see how much fuel we've got left. 4.7. And you have got 4.0. Okay, so we can keep burning for a little bit. And these guys can just chill out. They're on for a long stint. Basically, a long stint on these tyres. Vitali's just going to keep it going. It looks like we're on the exact same strategy as Levi Mack. Slow that down just a tad, because you can't really see what's going on. But Romano is now up into the points, but of course, I would guess that's because, yes, almost everyone except Morel has pitted beneath. So that's obviously 10, 20, however many seconds that we've gained on that. And at some point, number 6... Oh, no, there we go. Number 16 is down into 20th now. That's everyone pitted except for Romano. Which is... Well... We pit our lap 34. It's exactly halfway. But that would be a while. I don't know if that's the best tactic or not. We're just going for a one stop and kind of leaving him be. It's an option. It really is an option. And I think Vitali's probably got an opportunity to get on the podium and get Ryan at some point. Because Ryan, of course, has only made one stop as well. He's on the medium. He's going to have to pit. Oh, I think there's a chance for a podium. It's probably a pretty slim chance, but I think there is a chance. And it would not be very impressive if Vitali does manage to lap Romano, but I can see that happening, I'm not going to lie. Okay. I'm actually thinking of taking Romano in at lap 30. See what you've got fuel-wise now. 2.3 can keep burning. So when Romano goes past the pit lane, which is about to happen now, we're going to pit you. Going to go on the mediums. It's going to take you not quite to the end, but close enough. We are going to go two-stop, and then the soft tyre is going to come out. And they're probably going to go onto the soft tyre about the same time. And then it's just going to be a shootout to the end. It's just going to be fly to the end. And Romano has dropped to 14th. But that technically means, oh, maybe 15th. Technically means we've actually made up 3 or 4 positions on track because of our strategy there. So Romano, yes, in 15th. Tyre temperature is obviously a bit low when you've just come out of the pits. Got to warm it up. Ryan goes in, which moves Vitali up into the podium positions for now. Gap is 18 seconds, 17 or so. But of course, at some point, we will have to pit again. And whether or not Ryan, I don't think Ryan's going to pit again. So Ryan's made that 2 stops. They're on the hard. I don't think he's going to pit again. Which is okay. Just means that when we do pit Vitali onto that soft tire, probably going to have to gonna get the overtake done on the track. Okay, so Vitali is now kind of exactly there on the fuel burn. We've got a little bit more that we can burn for Romano, which is good. Vitali is still in that podium position, still quite a way ahead of Woods, but it's actually Ryan that we're racing, so we can't really forget that. We're not racing Woods, we're racing Ryan. Romano is in 15th, but again, I think there will be positions on the track for Romano to make up. I think there's a chance. I think we've got a chance of a podium and a double points. That is wishful thinking, perhaps, but there's definitely a chance. It's definitely a chance. Okay. Soft tires do not last very long. They last 20 odd laps, I think, on this. We went for the pit. 15 to 28. Well, only if you're stretching your tires. We're not doing that today, because I think as we get to the end of this race, it's going to be full out, full on, flat out, all the way to the finish, trying to get positions for both of our drivers, who are now in 3rd and 11th. And if anyone pits in front of Romano, he will move up into the points. Okay. Not going to last 26 laps on the hard tyre. That's just not going to happen. Sorry, on the soft tyre. So we've got to try and... Vitali's got to stay on this hard tyre for a little bit longer. Really trying to think about what to do here. But we're doing okay. We are doing okay. Romano's trying to get past Fonseca. Romano is actually racing for position here with Laframboise and Fonseca just ahead. Here they are. And then actually 12th is right behind Villalba, not far behind. So there's a little group of the mid-runners here, all kind of bunched up together. Oh, I've actually gone too much burning on Romano. So we need to hold that off for a second. Till lap 50. And then we will pit. I'm actually going to do the same there. So I do have the option to burn a little bit. Okay. Let's pit. Soft tires coming on. Is it better on the mediums? You know what? It's better on the mediums. Just to make sure we can get to the end and even potentially go for it a little bit more. Charlie is currently behind Ryan, but I think we can make up those positions. That the amount, I reckon we can make it back up. Oh, there's a failure. Oh, that's not great. That doesn't help us out. It's actually really frustrating. Okay, onto the regular now. Are we? No, we're still not there. Wow. Okay, I need 2 more laps from Romano, I think. So... and I'm going to start telling our Vitali here to start cutting the gap. It's at 28 seconds right now. That's going to come down without a doubt. Okay, what are we looking at? 0.7. It's still not going to be... and then again, if you've been lapped, you actually don't need to worry about it, do we? Yeah, we actually don't need to worry about it. So, back to normal now. The gap is 31. We are not getting that gap back. You go on to that. What are we looking at? -3. I don't think that's enough. I don't think we've been lapped 3 times. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but of course we're trying to get that gap back, and it's not really working. Woods is going to have to pit though, because those tires are going to run out. Okay, back to it. Try and cut that gap again. It's at 32. That's what it's been at for a while. Okay. Romano, in you come. You're looking good where you are. Is there an opportunity? Potentially. Romano's in the pits now. Let's make it a good one. It is a good one. Nice. All the way through. Fuel is absolutely fine. We're not really worried about that. ×2 speed, please. And Vitali. The gap is now 9 seconds to Woods, but Woods has got new tyres. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to get it. That podium is not going to happen, unfortunately. But Vitali's doing well out there, racing really, really nicely, which is pretty good. And we can still push it a little bit. We're at 13 seconds gap now. And of course, we know that we want to be best of the rest. Trying to race the LeBrons was obviously what we wanted to do. But you know what? I don't know if those tyres are going to go all the way to the end from Ryan. Ryan might have to go again. Might have to pit stop again. And if that is the case, we want to be there to pick up the pieces. Okay, Romano's now in 14th. The likelihood of that double points finish is slipping away. But cars are going to have to pit up ahead. So you never know. Okay, red, we take it back. Okay. See, Moretti's gone into the pits. I mean, they're so far ahead, doesn't really matter for the Etzolinis. They are just always going to get away with it. But we're in 5th pretty well, sitting pretty on our own. We're not going to lose a place, provided we just keep going well. Then as soon as that goes red, you turn it off. Romano's in 14th. Again, I mean, Fonseca in there in 8th. There's got to pit, surely. We must be losing mad performance. It must be like a significant performance drop, surely. But it doesn't... well, is it... Was it qualifying? Did we not do well enough in qualifying? Got the tyres, though. We've got the tyres. However, as soon as those Etzolinis go past the finish line, that is going to wrap things up. No? Okay, it's another lap. Is it now they're going to wrap things up? I mean, they are within a second of each other. Oh, my word. The Etzolinis were having it out at the end there. And unfortunately, it is not the double points finish, but it is a 5th place finish for Vitali, which is still to be commended. I mean, look at that. Romano is 3 laps behind. 4 laps for some other cars. Oh, my word. I mean, we just can't compete with the speed of the Etzolinis. They are just too fast. I mean, if they are racing each other and then it's a lap before the next team, then their performance level is just beyond anything we can even comprehend right now. Levi Mack takes 1st place. Luigi Moretti takes 2nd place. We take 10 points, which is nice. However, so do Wayland and so do Chapman, because they have 2 drivers potentially finishing in the points. And if that happens, then, you know, they're working together. Whereas, oh, look at that. Vitali's actually dropped below LaRousse. Was Vitali in 5th? I think he was. LaRousse must have been in 4th. Moretti has moved up above both of us. And that's why Vitali is dropped. I think that must be what's happened, because Moretti took points, quite a chunk of them, whereas Vitali only took 10. But still, 10 is quite something, and we're aiming for that 5th. So Vitali versus LaRousse is maybe going to be the story of the season. There's also Maldonado that we have to keep an eye on as well. Romano, unfortunately, takes no points. It does happen. And we are still 5 points behind Chapman in the team standings. But I think that was a good race. We did have a good one race. Performed 3 pit stops in a single race. We definitely do that. Finished the race with less than half a lap of fuel left. Time limit 2 races. I'll just do this one. Because I do make pit stops. Sure. So we've got $6 in the bank. We've got quite a bit of trouble. Current performance of that that piece. I don't have enough, unfortunately. But there we go. Make those upgrades. 28, 27. Still, yeah, everything is the way it should be, but the reliability of Romano's car is dropping because we're not really making the money, you know. I can't save the money. If I drop to another, it's tough. It's kind of tough because if we did save the money, kind of take the hit on our performance by, for example, putting in, you know, some of the lower quality stuff. For example, you do that, you know, we lose quite a significant chunk of performance, but the reliability does go up by quite a bit as well, you see. So I don't really want to race him with 49%, so it feels rough. I mean, it would be mean, to be honest. Anyway, next up, anti-clockwise. Okay, dangerous. We're going to South Africa. That'll be next episode, guys. And, well, to be fair, already we are having quite a better season than last season. I actually don't remember exactly how we finished last season, so what I'll do is I will check my old video and check where we finished and be able to compare. But we're having a much better season because we are, for a start, not guaranteed points every race, but we're going in the right direction without a doubt. Of course, Vitali's car is significantly better than Romano, so we can't really be expecting... Well, Romano can still finish in the points. That's definitely still something that can happen and should be happening. But Vitali is our prime driver, even though I'm treating them very equal. And if Romano does outperform Vitali, I'm not going to kind of swap things around in any way. But Vitali's got the better car, so therefore I expect more. And so far, that is the case. 40 points to 18. Maybe after, you know, it's been 5 races. Maybe now I swap them. You know, would that be crazy? Swap them over now? You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep it fair. I'm going to keep it fully fair. Romano is now going to have the better car. And are we going to see the performance swap round? Is it going to flip round? Or is Vitali... Their stats are the same. Is Vitali still going to outdrive him? We shall see. We shall see next time. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Golden Lap. If you did, you know, drop a like. That'd be very appreciated. Thank you for watching. I shall catch you next time.